Natchitoches home for Earth and Vibe. And you're listening to Back Natchitoches with Pastor Steve Harris.
Good morning and welcome to Talk Back Natchitoches. Yours truly, Pastor Stephen Harris. And listen, we are about to get this party started on this Monday morning. And I got a great special guest. His name, listen, he has a crown too, because he has my uh, first name too. So that's a good thing. Listen, let's do what we always done, and that's start with the word of prayer. Lord God, how we thank you, praise you, glorify, magnify, and lift you up. For this is truly the day that you've made, and I'm going to rejoice and be exuberated that you did. Oh, gracious Father, I know it was not because we've been so good and we've done everything that you said do, but it was because of grace and mercy that we're here today. And Lord, because of that, we want to give back to you what you've given to us, and that is life, oh gracious Father. We want to share with someone else who may not know who you are in the passing of this sin. Oh gracious Father, we ask that you would touch them right now and let them give life to Christ. But Lord, as we do so, we pray that this segment will be informative, will be inspiring, and impactful. It is in the mighty and matchless name, the name above all names, Jesus the Christ, we pray and amen. Listen, I pray that you all had a wonderful weekend because I surely did. We had our annual Memorial Day celebration. People came from all around the country. We had a wonderful, exciting time of getting and reminiscing about down there in the St. Matthew's community. Some of you may not know where that's at, but that's right where the coal mine is at off of Five Forks Road. And you go down there. Oh my God, we had a time and we just expecting God to continue to do great and wonderful things. Listen, pray that you had a great weekend as well. We're praying for all of the bereaved families, one being for sure Miss Kizzy. We definitely, our heart goes out to you, Miss Kizzy, and Sister Armstrong, the Armstrong family, and just that tragic situation. We're praying for you. My cousin who passed away from Jonesboro, Louisiana, the Moore family. We all were very close, and I want to let you all know our heart goes out to them as well, and just anybody who has experienced the transition of a loved one. I know it's difficult, even though we know death is just like living. You
Yes.
know, we experience those things, and the person who's sitting in here with me has probably seen a whole lot of tragic things, especially in the position that you once held, being a state trooper. Welcome to Talk Back, you all. Uh, he got another title, Chief Deputy Peasant. Tell our listeners a little bit about yourself for those who've had their heads in the sand. Tell them who you are.
Well, I am Steve Peasant, and I'm currently the Chief Deputy of the Ward 1 City Marshal's Office. This is my 36th year of putting a uniform on.
Yeah.
Started in 1990 as a sheriff's deputy in Pike County, Mississippi. Um, Graduated from Northwestern State. Uh, come here, come to Natchitoches in 1988 because of Northwestern State.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Have been here, excuse me, except for the 2 years I was a deputy in Mississippi. I've been in Natchitoches the whole time. Of course, come up here and fell in love with a Natchitoches young girl.
Swept him off his feet, y'all.
Yes, sir. Um, she's my rock.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry about that.
Yo, I've never seen him get this emotional. I'm telling you that. So,
Well,
it says a whole lot, man.
and I'm gonna be a grandpa.
Ooh, look at you,
So,
man. God almighty.
uh,
You're gonna get a chance to spoil a grandbaby.
that's what I hear.
Yeah, man. It's fun. It's fun.
And I apologize for this, but you know, it's just it's just me.
Yeah, yeah,
You,
yeah.
you asked me,
Uh,
it's Natchitoches has been so great to me,
uh,
and love
uh,
living here.
yeah.
Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Uh, my daughter grew up here, graduated Natchitoches Central. Uh, you know, and it's just so special,
Right,
and that's why I continue to want to serve
right.
as being and when Randy Williams, the marshal, you know, thank thank him for allowing me to continue to help
Yeah,
serve.
yeah.
As being a trooper here for 27 years, I served the parish.
Right.
And me and you was talking about this before we got started. I didn't realize Natchitoches, the especially the city of,
Right, right.
because I worked a lot in Ward One because Ward One is so huge. But
As a trooper?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Well, yeah, and let me. So Ward One goes to Shady Grove Road out Highway 6,
Right, right.
down 117 a
Mhm.
little bit,
Mhm.
comes across Highway 6 back to the interstate, goes below the 132 exit, comes across to Highway 1, cuts across the fields down to about where Fulton Road, I mean, not Fulton, I'm sorry, Hampton's Landing.
Yeah, yeah.
He gets all of Hampton's Landing, goes up the Red River all the way to Powhatan,
That's right. That's right.
comes across 485.
Where you picked me up one day from.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Comes across 485, just a little west of Johnson Chute Road, but comes back down Johnson Chute, excuse me, goes to Posey Road, comes all the way out where Posey Road turns into LA 1222,
right.
which turns, you have to turn back on to Shady Grove Road. And that's Ward One. So Ward One is
That is
it's
pretty big.
it's huge. So
Yeah.
I worked a lot of Ward One,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't work a lot of the city.
Okay.
This job has given me a true feeling of Natchitoches,
Right.
the city of Natchitoches, and you know, working with, like I say, with Randy, he gave me a chance and appreciate that.
Randy knew everybody in the
Yes,
city
yes,
because he
yes.
worked for the longest as a city police, right?
And the
Yeah.
school resource officer. He was
That's
school
right.
resource
That's
officer, I think, for
Yep.
8 or
Years,
10
number
years,
years.
something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
So yes, he knows, you know, grandma, grandpa, mama, daddy, and the children. He knows
Right.
it all.
Right.
And
So there's a big difference between working. It's almost like if you were putting together a puzzle. You work the outlining, the the parameters of Natchitoches Parish, unless you know you were called into a situation where you had to come into the inner city and things like that.
yes,
Yeah. Okay. All right.
come and help the city police
Right.
when they needed it. But
Right.
I tried not to work the city.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I don't mean this, but that's what city police is for.
That's right. That's
You know,
it.
they have their job.
That's it.
Uh,
That's it.
I always liked being on 117 in the middle of the Comanche National Forest.
Oh
yeah. Are you talking about?
That's a beautiful place.
You talked about Five Forks Road. You know,
Yeah.
Five Forks Road is now a state highway because of the mine.
That's right.
When I come to work, it wasn't.
That's right.
They built a mine, and the state said, "Oh, let's help you," and they made it a state highway.
And it's a nice state highway that need to come on down a little past that church right there.
Well, and that's what I was gonna say, conveniently ends at the mine.
Well, I'm like, isn't that beautiful? What are the primary responsibilities of the city marshal's office, and how does it differ from other law enforcement agencies?
Well, the marshal's office is the Ward One City Court's
Mhm.
law enforcement arm.
Okay.
And not just law enforcement, it is the judicial arm, the because we serve all civil and criminal papers for the court.
Right.
Uh, we are the responsible for the courthouse security on court days, responsible for the judge.
Right.
And you know, people don't realize how many, and I never knew how many papers come through city court,
Yeah. Yeah.
and even more so, what all is for.
Right. Right.
I mean, you get a little bit of everything come through there. You have
Evictions.
oh well, you get evictions.
Huh?
Yes, unfortunately,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that's one of the things I had no idea
Yeah.
we had so many of in Natchitoches.
Yeah. Yeah.
As a trooper, I didn't know
Right.
because again, that's
Right.
the same thing.
Right.
We have eviction court in Natchitoches every Wednesday, unless for some reason we have something to do, a judge happens to, but just about every Wednesday of the month,
Right.
we have eviction court, which is that's not good.
That's right. And you know, people don't know that Natchitoches and Red River has a lot of homeless people.
Yes, sir.
And homeless is not considered that, oh, they're living on the street. It means that they may be living with aunt or someone else, don't have their own
They
residence.
don't have someone,
Right.
they do not have a, for lack of a better word, a lease in their
That's
name.
right.
Or
That's
their
right.
name not is on a lease with someone else's.
Right.
Yes.
And so many of them are living from place to
That's
place,
correct.
you know. So you know, I hear a lot of folks say that, oh well, you know, Natchitoches doesn't have a problem with homelessness. It really does. And you know, I see in bigger places, you know, that they're providing housing. But I want to say this again to Miss Promise, Miss Claire Promise. You have done a wonderful job
Yeah.
toward making those 500 North
Yes.
is everybody wants to be there now.
Yes. Yes.
You know,
She has, for lack of a better word, flipped that.
that's
way.
right. Right, right.
She has flipped it to the very to which creates a great environment for the neighborhood.
Right, right, right.
You
Because
know.
I know probably I've had to serve there many a times, you know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, sir.
And you say that serving different types of paperwork, and what are the
Collecting
Oh,
garnishments.
garnishment?
The
Yeah.
garnishments all come through our
Yeah.
office.
Well,
And people don't realize that that's what, but we do the garnishments.
so what are some of the biggest public safety concerns facing Natchitoches today, in your opinion?
The youth,
Oh, yeah.
not all youth, but the youth are, and I think it's because of the video games when they're younger.
Mhm.
They realize they can get on there and play and shoot up or drive fast, do all that, get up, walk
And they
away, come back,
think, they don't think.
and they guess what? They can pick up and play for another 4 or 5 hours. And they don't understand that that's a video game.
Right.
They don't put that with real life. And when they get in real life, they think, oh, let me try that. Nobody's going to die because all they're going to do is come back. I don't think they understand that death is forever.
Right. So the youth population today is much different than when we were coming up.
Oh, yes, sir.
You know, if we saw a person in the line that had some gray hair or something, we respected them. And I go to Walmart or anywhere else, and I see this young kid, and his mouth is full of filth, cursing, and all kind of stuff. And it's just in me. I say, "Oh, excuse me, and I don't even know him.
That's me.
Yeah, but in my mind, I'm saying, I'm saving you, child.
And I tell everybody that it's hard. It's hard for them to respect you in that
Mhm.
station. Open the door
Right.
for someone trying to walk in a convenience store, grocery store, to be respectful to a teacher or principal, to be respectful to somebody when they don't have no self-respect
That's right. That's right.
because they're not taught that you do mean something. You are somebody.
Self-respect is not exposing yourself to the world. Listen, some of the stuff that you walk out the house in and think it's okay. I'm sorry. I don't want to see your underwear. I don't want to see your private parts hanging out. Even if I was a single person, leave something to my imagination.
Yes, and that's me. If you can't respect yourself,
Right.
how
That's
can you
self-respect.
respect? How can you respect anybody, or does how can we expect them to respect someone else? Now, how do we teach them self-respect?
Well, we used to be able to do it in the church and in the schools and things like that, but there was more respect in schools too.
Yes,
I never saw my teacher wearing some of the stuff that I see teachers wearing today.
and there again goes back to where did we, as a society, start allowing this to happen?
Yeah,
Because it doesn't. I say yes, we have some older people that do some really dumb things, but you go look at the stat when they're Natchitoches,
right.
our crime stats, the juveniles
Right.
are our
That's
problem.
what the problem is.
Are our problem. And
Steve, we're old fogies.
yes,
We're old fogies. We old grumpy old fogies. That's what they'll say.
mhm. And you know, not to help 'em, I used to think 58 was old.
Yeah, yeah.
58's not old.
No.
58's not old.
Yeah. And that's what I don't think it is either, but still, and yeah, that's what they call us, old fogies, just grumpy. They doing this today.
Yeah.
Get with the program. Well, I can't quite get with the program. Especially when you go to restaurants and things, and you order your food, and you see this person, and they're saying like to you, you better be glad I'm serving you, rather than understanding the reason you're getting paid is because me coming in.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
correct. And you know, and I tell people it's so much easier to be nice and respectful. You have to work at being, for lack of a better word, disrespectful and a behind to people.
Right.
You
Right.
have to work to do.
Right.
That's not natural.
Right. Right.
That's not natural. Natural is to be nice, speak to everybody, and go. And I don't know. Well, and unfortunately, I'm starting to figure out why some of these youth act like they do because they're left at home all, not maybe all day. They're left at home a lot
Yeah. Right.
to raise themselves,
Right.
and and it's not mama's fault because she has to work two jobs to pay bills,
Right.
or daddy's
You're
fault.
right. And some
You
of
know,
it. Some of it. Yeah.
but but who is there for the kids when they need it the most?
Right. Right.
And
And grandma is 30 some years old now.
that's correct.
Grandma may be 20 something. You know.
And great grandma that we had the opportunity to
Mhm.
see. You respected them. Great grandmas now are like our age,
Right. Right.
and they want to have their life,
Right.
so they're not interested in
I raised mine.
that's and unfortunately, I think that's where we are losing our youth
Right.
is they feel like nobody wants them.
I believe that.
Uh,
I can. My brother and I were talking yesterday, and we were talking about what's going on in the Black community. It's almost becoming an epidemic with Blacks killing themselves.
yes, sir. Very unfortunate.
And I go to trainings to see the signs. And back in the days, we would tell kids that, listen, or anybody else in the Black community, if you kill yourself, you're going to hell. And boy, oh no, I don't want to go to hell. But now, you tell a child about going to hell, they don't know nothing about no hell.
That's right.
They're like, hell got to be better than here. And that's why we got so many unchurched folks.
Yes, sir.
You see, church wasn't an option
No, sir.
when I was coming up. You going to church. Now we got so many people talking about the church. Nobody wants to be. I saw a young lady just the other day. She said, I've given up on organized church. Baby, whatever you do, you may give up on organized church, but don't give up on God.
Correct. Because he's the only thing that
That's
will
right.
be consistent
That's right.
and there for you. I use this. Your mother will love you. And I tell these young men this all the time when they talking to their mothers the way they do.
Oh,
Which
God.
I want to
Yeah.
have a very, very healthy conversation with them. But
Yeah.
I tell them all the time, whether you're right or wrong, your mother is the only person that will love you.
That's
through it
right.
all.
That's right. She didn't
you're-
afford you.
She will be there and she will love you. Your daddy will probably get mad at you and not want to talk
That's
to you.
right.
Your mother is the only person other than the good Lord
That's right.
that will be there and love you through it all.
That's right. And you can do no wrong in her sight.
That's correct. That's correct.
She
And she
cover you.
well, but she may know that what you did is wrong,
Right.
but she's still gonna love you for it.
And daddy gonna tell you exactly where the rubber meets the road.
That's right.
Boy, you keep on doing this stuff, you're gonna get in some stuff that I can't get you out of.
And that's
Yeah.
and I tell people, and then here we are have these mothers that have to work
Mm-hmm.
and then they get flustered, they get aggravated
Right.
because they are having to work 2 jobs. They come home, the house is messy. Yeah, how do we stop this?
Junior got something in his hand
That's-
playing it. Mama, get me some water. The devil is a lie.
That's right. Or don't even know Mama walked in and acknowledged, hey, Mama, how's your day today? Thank you for
Right,
thank you for
right.
providing this game for me today. You know,
Yeah.
You-
Hey, man, we going. Look, we gotta take a break. We gotta pay some bills. We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back with Mr. I was gonna say Trooper Steve Peason.
you can call me Steve.
Yeah.
Steve.
Yes, indeed. But don't call you late for
So a meal, no meal. Call me late for nothing to eat now.
Yes, indeed. So we're gonna talk about how the city marshal's office work to build trust and positive relationship within the community. Because I know it's a lot of building. Because when you happen to do a whole lot of serving people, this, that, and the other, they have to understand. Look, nothing personal.
It's my job.
That's just my job. Now let's see how we can help you mitigate through this maze. This is what you need to do. You need to go up there and do this, that, and the other.
That's correct.
Yeah, yeah. But I know you always trying to get them from this point to where you can maneuver. Yeah.
And and trust is the huge word for me
Oh,
because they can't trust me in this uniform.
Yeah.
And they a chance.
Yeah, yeah.
See, and I don't have a chance
Mm-hmm.
because they're not gonna talk to me.
And I tell you, that's another thing about you want to solve cases. Gotta be a trust factor, man. Don't trust you. And we are back. Steve, man, listen. I know that the job that you have is about trust
Yes, sir.
You know, so how does the city marshal office work to build trust and positive relationship with the community?
Well, and you know, and we're fortunate, because when we go, usually, yes, getting served papers is bad.
Mhm.
Everybody sees it as bad,
Right,
but it's not our job. It's not my fault that you're getting them.
right,
And I try to tell people, look, if you don't want me to come to your house,
right.
call and meet me
Handle
somewhere.
your
Stop
business.
by the office.
Right, or handle your business, or your business gonna handle you.
That's correct.
Yeah.
You know, because when you start building relationships and people realize that, hey, he's going to give me a chance to get it right.
Right.
And we're very fortunate that the law, well, Louisiana state law allows us to, when people do get found guilty in court, we can set them up on a payment plan.
Oh, that's great.
You know, a lot of people,
Yeah.
we set them up and the judge gives them 3 months
Right.
to pay the fine. So with that, you know, I tell people all the time, communicate with me.
Right.
We'll work through it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
If you talk to me, we can work through it. But if you ignore me, you know, and I laugh because I go to every service station, I go everywhere.
Yeah.
And there was a young man that said, "Oh, Mr. Steve." I walked in. I walked in Miss Moffitt's,
Yeah.
and I was in my work clothes, been working cows, stopped, got some diesel there. And I walked in, he seen me, he goes, "Are you gonna take me in today like that?" And I said, "No." I said, "But that goes to show you,
Yeah.
you don't never know where I'm gonna be or how I'm gonna be dressed."
Right.
I
Right.
said, "So handle your business, young man.
Yeah.
Call me.
Yeah.
You know, tell me.
Yeah.
Let me figure out
Right.
if
Right.
your problem is good enough for me to help you.
Right. Right.
And then I'll shoot straight with you. If it is, I'll tell you, okay, let's work through it. If it ain't, I'll go, you might want to come on into the office.
Right,
You know, you might want
right.
to visit with me."
Because if you keep on not handling your business, at some point, I am gonna have to, you know,
That's correct.
do what I need to do.
Yeah.
So, what roles does the community involvement play uh, in preventing crime and improving public safety?
Well, and here we go being old again. Improving would be that the neighbor's able to tell the little neighborhood kid,
Mhm.
you might want to get out of the street, there's a car coming.
Right,
And instead of them talking, probably
cussing
talking
the
bad to 'em,
adult. Yeah.
and or the
Yeah.
guardian getting mad because they told their child
Right,
something,
right.
which I don't understand that because, you know, I can understand defend your child if
Right.
someone's being rude to you
Right.
or just,
Child.
but yeah, but if
Telling
they,
your child about to get run over.
Mhm. And here you all want to whoop me because I'm telling you your child's about to get run over.
I listen. I see parents. They go to Walmart and they crossing over to go into Walmart, and their children, little children, they don't have a hand on them or nothing, and don't understand that if they run out in front of the car probably can't see them.
That's correct.
Hold that baby's hand. You so busy on the phone, you gonna have
And that's another issue we have is because the phones take probably
Oh.
probably 80% of our attention away when you not, well, some people when they're driving, but they shouldn't be. But when
right,
you're not driving or your car stopped even at a red light,
right.
what does everybody automatically do?
Get on the
They get on their phone.
yeah.
As soon as they got at Walmart, the adults get on their phone. Or worse than that, that little 8, 9, 10-year-old has an iPad and they're walking playing the
Oh,
game, and
that child can
and they
manipulate that iPad better than we can.
but they focused on the iPad.
Right.
They don't care if there's a 2,000-pound car coming up
Right,
the aisle to go park
Mhm.
beside them
right.
because they're so engaged. And I tell people, and we got them on for the show, but having a child have headphones on because of the iPad is one of the worst things you can do
Absolutely.
because you're isolating them from anything and everything around.
Right. And that screen always looking at this screen and things like that. You know, the parents, and we live in a generation who never had a rotary phone.
That's correct.
We live in a generation who's never had a beeper. Man,
Well, we had a party line at my house.
party line. Come on, you've been on the phone long enough. Now get off the phone before I tell who you've been talking to, because I didn't hang it up when you told me to.
That's right.
So,
But and to help some of this, you know, the community talking to law enforcement.
right.
You know, and unfortunately television has hurt because they solve crimes on our television show.
Yeah.
You know, and that's not reasonable nor practical. Uh, but you know, when you get information, you know, get it to the right person to get it so that it can be. You can always, I tell everybody, always at a crash, always work backwards from the scene. I went to
Okay.
where found the
Right.
restrooms,
Right.
and I worked backwards
Okay.
so that I could see what the vehicle did
Right.
before it got to
Retrogressive.
where it's
Yeah.
Oh, because if I tried forward, I was too busy looking at the vehicle
Yeah. Yeah.
because I was,
Yeah.
man, look. So I would turn my back to it and I would walk away from it
Right.
to see what happened. Um, and I think that, you know, the community, they want to get, Natchitoches wants to get involved, help solve these crimes.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we all, and I say we all, and I'm not talking about law enforcement,
Right,
but I
right,
am, and I'm
right.
not talking about the community, but it's gonna sound like I am.
Right. Right.
We all need to look at it from the same picture,
Mm-hmm.
which is to make Natchitoches healthier and better place to live,
Right.
to get out, and when the community helps with the police help the community. We need to get back to the community policing.
Right. That community police was
Because
working.
that
It
community
always worked.
community policing
Yeah.
is both of them working together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and I think we need to get back to that.
There is a book. It's it's a spiritual book that has helped me along the way. It's called The Five Love Languages. It's what it really is doing is understanding and communicating, me learning your language and you learn my language. Not, hey, you need to learn my language. You know, if in order for a marriage to work, we need to know one another's language. Well, you may say, well, Pastor Eric, why are you putting this into marriage thing? Listen, we're all in this thing together.
That's correct.
So law enforcement needs to understand its community language, but the community needs to understand law enforcement language too.
Well, and
Yeah,
but as you law enforcement in the community should be a marriage because
that's
they
right.
should be able to communicate with each
That's
other.
right. That's right.
And having healthy discussions
Mhm.
are not bad.
Right. Understanding that you can tell me, uh, we got evidence about such and such, but can we prove it? Because if I can't prove it, you know, it's one thing to say a person did something,
Yes,
but can you prove it?
that's correct.
You know,
And then that's the brick wall that
Mhm.
law enforcement hits.
right,
They get told all this, but you still have to put that puzzle together
right.
to make it complete in order to take it further in the judicial system. And I don't know that there's a one day answer to that.
I think it's about sitting down, everybody, community, law enforcement, talking, because there's a big high profile case in the media right now. the first thing I know for sure is that the person was overcharged. I know that. Look, you know Michael Barnett. I hadn't even talked to Michael, but I can guarantee you, the first thing he'll tell me, this kid was overcharged. I ain't saying whether he was guilty or innocent.
Just the reason why he was put there.
You overcharged.
And you know, when I think, talking about sitting down talking, we had a bill in the legislation
Okay.
dealing with the marshal's offices, and we were up against the wall, and I finally said, "Y'all, we got to get in a room with the legislature, sit down at the table and talk. We can't do this on this floor."
Right, because they don't know what we know.
Well, and I don't mean this, but you're not going to win with them up there in a committee hearing and you out here talking
Right.
to them. You're not going to win that.
Right.
I mean, that's their house. You play by their rules, and they have the control to the mic, turn it off and on when they want to,
Yeah.
which is part of the process. I get it.
Yeah.
But we finally got to sit down at a table.
Who bought the bill?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we talked to them. And they was like, oh, well, we didn't realize. Oh, so there's some things got changed. But guess what? It wasn't a complete wipeout. Like
Right.
the original bill, I'll be telling you, there's a lot of marshal's offices might have had to close.
Wow.
The original bill that was happening.
Wow.
Oh yes, sir. They come hard. But
all because of probably something that somebody said, and they said, we're gonna fix it.
Believe it or not, you hit the nail on the head. It was one marshal's office, one other agency was butting heads. Well, the other agency got to the rep, and I mean, he was clean slating everybody. But we got
because that's crazy. I see it all the time in the legislature. Somebody, I remember when they changed it was under Governor Mike Foster, I think it was, when they changed the helmet.
It was
simply because I want to ride my motorcycle without a helmet.
He had a group that said, it'd be nice if we didn't have to wear helmets to ride. When it was at the camp, that's right. He was at the camp, and guess what? He went and asked him, hey, he went and got one of them to sponsor it.
And this is how legislation work, y'all. Sometimes people will have some of the craziest things that they put and some of it get passed.
That's correct.
Yeah. If nobody stands up against it or whatever the case may be, man, let me tell y'all something. That's the reason the government's supposed to be for the people, by the people, and these people who are trying to run the government, if the people will just stand up, we will understand. You can't just do anything.
I tell people all the time, there's a whole lot more good people in this
country. That's right, it is.
Than it is bad.
It is. But we won't stand up. The good people won't stand up.
Well, and I tell people this. I'm okay with you disagreeing.
That's right. We ought to be able to disagree.
And not get mad and not get frustrated, not want to go blast it all over everywhere that you had a disagreement.
Yeah.
You know, because my deal, if you don't disagree, where are you really going?
Yeah, something
where are you really going?
Right. That's right. Listen, what they said, teeth and tongue fall out. But they gotta get along to eat.
That's right. That's correct.
Listen, we're gonna take another break and we'll be right back. Yes, indeed. Many people hear title city marshal, but may not fully understand the office role. I want you to explain, because I know a lot of folk come into the office there. Y'all moved, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not gonna move again.
For real?
Yeah, that whole house is cracking. The foundation's cracking. And it's they talking about it. They got a couple of quotes from Ocean's Foundation,
Uh,
and it's,
it probably cost more to
well, they can't guarantee it'll fix it,
yeah,
which is the problem.
yeah, yeah.
Are pets trying to take over your home?
Yes, indeed.
Don't ants, roaches, spiders, or
Well, I guess we could talk about the misconception of the marshal's office. What's some of the misconception that people have?
That we only process service. I mean, we have the ability to write tickets, and
Wow.
yeah, we have the ability to write tickets, and
So when a person say, that's just the marshal's office and run the
but that's also how we keep.
and we are back. Listen, what are some of the misconceptions about the marshal office?
I think one of the biggest ones is the only thing are process servers. You know, it is a fully functional law enforcement agency. Able to go out and write tickets. Every now and then I will go out to the interstate and write a ticket. It
Just remind you of
public safety.
okay.
It's because, you know, at one time the Troop E was shorthanded, and everybody, city shorthanded, sheriff's office was shorthanded at one time. Everybody was shorthanded, and I'd have free time. I'd go out there and write a ticket. Oh,
Well, one of the great things that you all do, and they tell me that it flows well when you are out there, is the
Natchez Central traffic, yes.
traffic.
I get compliments
Yeah.
from people that I don't know. I will be in a convenience store out eating, and they'll say, "We sure do miss you at Natchez Central."
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
and we do it for the first couple of weeks to try to get everybody to understand that you got to be nice,
Right.
because if you block the driveway,
Right.
you ain't gonna get in because can't nobody get out.
What they don't even know
You
that's
can't get
against the law, though.
Yeah, but
It's against the law to block a right of way.
but you know, and I tell them, you're wanting to get out, and you thinking because that one spot
Right.
ain't make a difference when you get there, it's not. I tell, especially when I'm out there directing traffic, I tell people that, man, I said, look, if you'll get to Natchez Central at 5 minutes after 3, you will not stop, go pick up your child and be gone out. And there are people there sitting in line, literally